Good morning, good evening, good evening. This is for tomorrow. We're having a 4th District Community Town Hall. This is for Johnny Orleski. You asked for evidence for the disbarment of Scott Shellenberger. You asked for evidence to have the Department of Justice to come investigate Baltimore County courts, the Office of Scott Shellenberger, and the courts in Baltimore County and Baltimore County Government. I'm an independent filmmaker and a documentarian. I've been doing a documentary about mainly the Democratic Party, the O'Malley machine. I was locked up for making a documentary about the O'Malley machine. And now I want a federal and a state audit. I got some paperwork from the IRS. And this material that I sent you today, I need a response from you. That's what I sent to you today. All right. That's the criminal charges. And this is the tracking number. All right. You got this today. That's your tracking. I said this is an ongoing documentary, and the documentary is about being black in Baltimore City, Baltimore County courts. All right. That's the case right there. We are assigned your identity protection. All right. That's from the IRS. This is from the Controller's Office, Maryland Controller's Office. Dear Mr. Davis, Federal Trade Commission, Credit Bureau, your local police department. All right. And that's what I did. I filed a complaint with my federal and local police department. That's my complaint with the IRS. That's my complaint with the local police department. We're talking about identity theft. I was insured. Brother Insurance. I was insured. You feel me? That's Bank of America. Like I said, I was insured. That's Bank of America. Banking violations, credit card fraud. All right? And these are the forged checks. All right? Says right here, if you suspect your local police department, well, I contacted my local police department. That's the local police department. Those are the forged checks. I was locked up in another state. This is the property that was stolen here. You feel me? So I don't want no misunderstandings about anything that I say I do. That's Chief Justice Roberts. And that's when I started this. We talking about the criminalization of poverty. Well, Johnny Orleski, you have evidence and knowledge of criminal behavior by Scott Shellenberger's office. You have evidence that he filed false information with the grand jury. I was incarcerated in Illinois. That makes me a vulnerable individual. I got sole proprietorship. That means nobody can sign my checks. I asked for a federal and state audit. The state asked for an audit. The state said file criminal charges. Well, the IRS gave me an identity number against identity theft. I showed you the forged checks. We out $2.6 million here. And Governor Hogan, that was paying for my activism. You feel me? That's paying for my activism. I'm with Out for Justice. You feel me? An ex-felon-led organization. I'm a member of Out for Justice. All right? So, like I said, all I was doing was making a movie and a documentary. The documentary was about your courts and racism in the courts. It's about being black in America. It's about the criminalization of poverty. And I got my paperwork in order. I'm a victim here. I'm not a defendant. I'm the victim here. And the state got to pick this up. The state ordered it. You suspect tax fraud? That's tax fraud. Plain and simple. And you can get the information from Adam May, from Spring Grove. Because like I said, I was a vulnerable individual. I was locked up, incarcerated. I won my case. I was innocent of all charges. You feel me? So we're going to talk about Shorty and the supporters of Shorty. Follow up, signing Spring Grove, Adam May. I hope this video, that's right. Because Adam May had this information as well. So let's do what we do. Coming to this event tomorrow. And when I come to the event, I'm going to have the table in front of the event. The table's going to be outside and it's going to be marked evidence. And we're going to ask Johnny Oleski to answer this. It's legal mail, income tax evasion, credit card fraud, fraud against me as an individual. You asked for evidence, I've given you evidence. I'm giving you more evidence than you could stand. You feel me? It's about Martin Luther King. You feel me? It's about keeping the dream alive. Do blacks have rights in white America? We about to find out. I got a right to property. I got a right to my store. I got a right to my business. A defamation of character and libelous statements by the state. The state stole the property. The state called me a terrorist. The state got to pay for that. Just like you called Martin a terrorist. Just like you labeled Martin all these things. Dog, all I'm doing is fighting for social justice issues. Out for justice. All right? And Governor Hogan got this too. Like I said, ain't no law against making a movie. It is a law against for what you did to me. And we're going to drag the NAACP in here. You feel me? You're going to have to defend my rights. So is Hogan. So see you tomorrow. I need that property. And we need to address this issue. Happy New Year's. I'm going to keep his dream alive, 2019. We're going to talk about these charges. Feel me? Perjury, obstruction of justice. All right? Conspiracy against civil rights, deprivation of rights. You feel me? These are the laws that Scott Shellenberger broke. And these are the laws that we're going to address. Because like I said, I'm the victim here. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in white America? In 2019, we're going to find out. It's the criminalization of poverty. We're going to show you what being black in white America is.